Hey everybody, it's Susie. I am here at the Indianapolis International Airport, headed to Dallas, Texas for an amazing opportunity, and I'm so excited to take you along with me. I am headed to the breakdown camp. Oh, you don't know what the breakdown camp is? Okay, well, pause this video, go look it up, and then make sure you follow them on Instagram, okay? Do those things, and I'll wait for you. Pretty cool, huh? I am looking so forward to spending the next 3 days with Michael Rosales and his team at the breakdown camp. I'm gonna observe this clinic, maybe take part in it if I can, if I'm not too old. And we'll see what it's like, and I just can't wait to learn from him. Well, we are here in Texas, and I know you do not want to hear a lot of talking from me. You just want to see what this breakdown camp is all about, and so do I. I'm so excited to get there this morning. Today we're going to be at Prosper, Texas. This is the Dallas edition of the breakdown camp. Let's get on over to the high school and get this thing started. Okay, I'll work on that. Registration is happening right now, and notice that they're kind of standing around in groups. That is because for the breakdown camp, you come as a school team and you send your leaders from your group. So you can send 10 or 20 or 30, and the pricing kind of changes based on how many kids you send to the camp. So we have lots of different schools here today, and they are the leaders or the upperclassmen or whatever your band decides to send.
So leave your belongings in that big space before we go inside.
Allow yourself to kind of just receive that, yeah, and respect each other, because you're going to want that same respect back, yes? And we're going to ask you to do things that's going to be uncomfortable for you, yes? That's normal. Because if everything was comfortable, there would be no reason for me to be here.
So they started with kind of an icebreaker improv session to kind of get them a little comfortable with being uncomfortable. Then Michael went into his groove warm-up, which was so much fun, just getting their bodies going. And now they're working on a little bit of dance technique with Chris. I have been here for an hour and have already learned so much. The morning continues. After technique time, Michael took the kids through some across the floors. Now they are working on some improv theatrical activities. For lunch, the kids all bring their own lunch. They pack lunch and eat it here. So after lunch, they learned some choreography, some ballad choreography, and then they went right into production choreography with Michael.
Here we go. From the top, all the way through. And 5, 6, ready, and boom, boom, stop, little push. 5, 6, and 7, to the back. 1, 2, let it go. And melt down, up, and 1 and 2, 1, down, around, 5, low, left, 2, 3, pull down, 5 and 6, boom, top, tight, turn, 2, 3, arch, 4, 5, 6, plie, roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Woo!
And now they are currently doing leadership with, what is that organization called? SAST. Look, Robbie's with me. And that's basically the day. Tomorrow I will tell you what the directors have been up to, because there's also a director component to the camp. Later. Well, good morning. It is day 2 of the breakdown camp. I am already sweating. We did an awesome warm-up with Michael this morning. He did his groove warm-up, which is just my favorite thing ever, where he puts on music and just goes, and we just follow him and get our bodies warmed up and ready. Right now the kids are doing more technique with Mr. Chris. So we'll take a quick peek at that. For technique class with Mr. Chris, he has been working through basic elements of dance and some basic elements that a lot of band programs use, like forced arch and lunges and those things. And then he's put them together in this great warm-up routine that these students can take back to their schools if they'd like. Now at the breakdown camp, there is also some things that directors can do. So directors can bring students to the camp and then they can participate as well. But also directors that don't send kids can come to camp. And what they do in the morning so far is they have been observing, which we all know is one of the best ways to learn, is watch other people's teaching strategies and styles, and so they've been observing. But then after lunch, they do classroom time with Courtney, Allison Mills, and they've been working through basic dance vocabulary and talking about the importance of stretching and learning about improv activities and just so many informational things. So being a director and attending this camp is also an awesome thing.
Little more raindrops. Little more raindrops. And it's starting to rain. And please, my new partner. You're gonna step outside, and this is your perfect day. My perfect day is different from this perfect day, from her perfect day, from everyone's perfect day. Your job is to step into your perfect day and show me what you're seeing, who you're seeing, what you're smelling, what activities are happening. You know, what did you just run into? You could not. So long, and the struggle. Like, what do I do with these things? You got it. get back up and try again. Get back up and try again.
The morning of this second day was very similar to yesterday. So after technique, they did across the floors and then enjoyed some time doing improv class. Now everyone is eating lunch, and after lunch, they will go back into choreography, working on the phrases that they learned yesterday. So ballad choreography first, and then the production piece with Mr. Michael Rosales.
Here, look up for a second. I'll give you 1, 2, ready, go. You're just gonna go, look. Yeah? So I'll give you 1, 2, ready, and look. Out. Yeah, just your head. There you go, and down, 1. And 1, 2, ready, and look. And get a little stronger on that snap. Ready, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go, look. And 1, 3, 5, 7. Then from here, I want you to slowly creep towards. Yeah? And again, you don't have to be like a direct path. Like you might kind of want to go here a little bit. You might want to roll if you want to. Maybe interact with the people behind you. Yeah, there's no like rush to get to where you're done.
Good morning, it is day 3, the last day of the breakdown camp. Today is a very quick morning. The students will be running through all of their things before lunch. So they will do stretch and warm up, they will do dance technique, they will do across the floors, their improv class, and then they will run and practice the choreography pieces that they learned. So then they are ready after lunch for a final performance. So that's what's happening this morning. The directors did a great stretch with Courtney this morning, and she kind of walked them through some things that they can take back to their program. And now the directors are talking with Courtney about their specific shows and maybe how movement can enhance their shows. So lots going on this morning, but it is our last day. students broke for lunch, they were given swag from the camp. So they got a breakdown camp bag and some cute little socks and some other things that were donated by the sponsors of the camp. Hello everybody, I am back home again in Indiana and just taking some time to reflect on some of the things that I wanted to share with you about camp to kind of wrap things up. If you've stayed with me this long, I hope you listen to some of these quick things I have to say. I promise it won't take too long. First of all, I just want to mention how important this camp is with today's current marching arts needs for our wind and percussion players. The need to teach kids how to move beyond just marching is becoming more and more important. And these camps are just such a great way to get the leaders of your band to get in there and get moving, learn some technique, and then they can come back to your program and become role models. So I just think the camps are super important. Right now, they're only in Texas. I am crossing my fingers and hoping so hard that Michael is able to expand them to other parts of the country, especially Indiana, so that our kids can be exposed to it. So super important. Another takeaway I had from the camp was watching these kids over the span of 3 days and the growth that they went through, from their technique improving to their confidence improving to their willingness to step outside of their comfort zone. The growth in 3 days was ridiculous. So I think the kids really benefited. Another takeaway would be the directors that came to the camp. Most of them sent their kids to camp, so they came as part of that package, but there were a couple that drove in from other places and did not have kids attend. I think the benefits for band directors are numerous. Most band directors I know don't have a lot of dance or movement training. So this is a great way for them to see the process and hear some of the things that we look for in basic technique. They learn exercises and things that they can take back with them. They also have the classroom time with Courtney, so that they can ask questions and share their ideas and learn from each other. So it's a really great thing for directors as well. I also wanted to touch base with you on the SASSY involvement. I kind of did not mention it very much in the video. In fact, I didn't really know what SASSY was when I came. I still honestly don't know what the acronym means, and I tried to look it up, but maybe I need to look harder. But it is basically a leadership organization that promotes student leadership. They offer workshops and seminars and camps for leaders within the marching arts and drum majors and color guard. So if you go to their website, you can check it out for yourself, but it's a great program for developing leadership with the students. And I think it's great that in the breakdown camp now that they have this partnership with SASSY, that each day the students get a little touch of leadership training as well. So it's a nice, well-rounded program. All in all, I just had the best time ever. It was really great being there as a learner and not as a presenter, so that I could take things in for myself. Even though I have been teaching the Avon kids, their horn line, how to dance and move and perform for well over 5 years now, I got to learn some new things to bring back with me. The video showed Michael doing a lot of improvisational and acting things with the kids, but I did not show you all of them. I mean, he had so many ideas and the kids went through so many different exercises, and I am definitely going to take some of those things back with me. At Avon, I do improv with our kids and performing, but it's mostly like movement based, and he did a lot of acting based things, which I think is a really great way to get kids to just get out of their shell. Facially and emotionally, and not just movement wise. So that's definitely something I'll be taking with me. And I said it, I'll say it again. I'm hoping that Michael is able to get this camp up towards the Midwest. I think our Avon kids would really, really benefit from it. Even though they do get a lot of training from me, I think what Michael has to offer would push them even further and get them out of their comfort zone even more and provide them with great experiences, not only for themselves, but also like meeting kids from other band programs. So cross your fingers it comes this way. Thank you, Michael, for having me out. Thank you, the Breakdown Camp, for letting me experience that. If you are able to get your kids to one of these in the future, it is highly recommended. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about it, please go ask away in the comments. Thanks.